The Cursed Lighthouse. On a desolate cliff overlooking the raging sea, there stood an old lighthouse known as Beacon's End. The lighthouse had been abandoned for decades, its light extinguished and its walls weathered by the relentless ocean winds. The locals avoided the area, speaking in hushed tones about the curse that plagued the lighthouse. Years ago, the lighthouse keeper, Captain Elias, had gone mad after his wife and child were lost at sea during a violent storm. In his grief, he vowed to bring them back, turning to dark rituals and forbidden magic. One stormy night, he performed a final, desperate ritual, but instead of reuniting with his family, he unleashed a malevolent force that consumed him and cursed the lighthouse forever. One stormy evening, a group of friends, intrigued by the legends, decided to explore Beacon's End. They hoped to uncover the truth behind the curse and capture evidence of the supernatural. Armed with flashlights and a sense of adventure, they made their way up the treacherous path to the lighthouse. As they entered the lighthouse, the air grew cold and heavy, with the scent of salt and decay. The wind howled through the broken windows, and the sound of crashing waves echoed through the halls. They climbed the spiral staircase, their footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. At the top, they found the old lantern room, its glass shattered and the light long extinguished. Suddenly, the room was filled with a blinding flash of light, and the ghostly figure of Captain Elias appeared before them. His eyes burned with madness, and he spoke in a voice that seemed to come from the depths of the sea. "You should not have come here," he warned. "The curse of Beacon's End will claim you all." The friends tried to flee, but the lighthouse seemed to come alive, its walls twisting and shifting to trap them inside. The ghost of Captain Elias pursued them, his laughter echoing through the halls. One by one, the friends were taken by the malevolent force, their screams swallowed by the storm. The last remaining friend, Emily, stumbled upon an old journal hidden in the lantern room. The final entry detailed Captain Elias's descent into madness and the dark ritual that had cursed the lighthouse. As she read, the ghost of Captain Elias appeared once more, his eyes filled with sorrow. "You cannot escape," he whispered. "The curse binds us all." With a final desperate plea, Emily begged for mercy, but the ghost's expression turned to rage. The walls of the lighthouse closed in, and Emily was consumed by the darkness. Her screams joined the chorus of the damned, and the lighthouse fell silent once more. The next morning, the storm had passed, but the lighthouse remained a place of darkness and despair. The locals found the friends' abandoned car at the base of the cliff, but there was no sign of the group. Beacon's End stood as a grim reminder of the curse that haunted its halls, and the spirits continued to wait for their next victims.